A very good morning to you. Happy Saturday. I'm just looking at a verse in James this morning. James chapter 1 verse 17, which says, "Every good endowment and every perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or shadow due to change." You know, this is the one thing that we can completely and utterly rely upon. It also comes up in Hebrews 13 verse 8. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday and today and forever. This world in which we live is prone to change, constant change. The weather changes, sometimes it changes from moment to moment, certainly from day to day and month to month. The plants in the garden change, the atmosphere changes, the thinking changes, the politics changes. Everything changes. Our circumstances change, the people we work with change, the people we relate to change, people come, people go. There is change around us all the time. And we change. We grow older. We can't stop. You can't stop the aging process, unfortunately. The thing to do is to try and age gracefully. That's a good byword, I think. But we are constant. There's change everywhere. Our mood changes. We can wake up one day bright as a button, and the next day we can be depressed and sad. We change all the time, but these two verses tell us about the constancy of God, about the fact that God the Father and God the Son and God the Holy Spirit, they do not change. God does not change. God is the same. Jesus is the same yesterday, today and forever. And the way he thinks, the things he values, the things that are important to him, his love towards us, his faithfulness, his provision, his watchfulness over us, his direction, they don't change. It doesn't change like a whim. Every good endowment and every perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or shadow due to change. That's an interesting thought, the shadow changing. You know, the shadow changes because the sun moves or because we move. If I move, I've got a light here that lights my face. If I move my face like that, the shadow on my face increases. If I turn towards the light, there is less shadow. No shadow, no variation or shadow due to change. God's face is turned towards us. You know, God's face is turned towards us. I don't know whether it makes you think. I think it's Deuteronomy chapter 6. No, it's Numbers chapter 6. Numbers chapter 6 verse 22. "Thus you shall bless the people of Israel. You shall say to them, the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace." That was the blessing that the priests of the Old Testament were to give to the people of God. That God's face would be turned towards them, that his face would shine upon them. The Lord make his face shine upon you. It would be strange if I did this talk looking over there and I never looked at you. Wouldn't it? I try to look at where I think, I'm not very good at this technology, but I try to look at where the camera is so that people looking at me see me looking at them, because it's a conversation, it's a one-to-one conversation. And we don't hold conversations with people with our backs turned to them. We turn our face towards them. And God has turned his face towards us. And his face doesn't move with a shadow. There's no shadow over his face. He doesn't get distracted. He is constant and steady. That's a wonderful thought, isn't it? That wonderful blessing. Hear that blessing spoken over you. And I think the word countenance means face as well. God looks down at us. He looks at us with love and affection. And he doesn't change. Yesterday, today, and forever. Jesus is the same. All may change, but Jesus never. Glory to his name. We have something completely and utterly steadfast and reliable and enduring. And in other ways, in every way that change can come, with deterioration or aging or rotting or mould growing or whatever, or rust coming, there's nothing that can change God. God is unchanging. Unchanging. Praise his name. Have a great day today. Remember that the Lord is looking after you. He is your shepherd. He has his face turned towards you. He is watching over you. He is providing for you, caring for you. He is there constantly. Wonderful Lord, changeless Lord, Father of lights, who sends only good things to us. Praise his name. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.